From the living room and the
living
bathroom.
room and bathroom.
And the bathroom.
Nobody's ever in here during that anyway. The only people who see that is on the replay, just so we're all clear.
Yeah, which is perfect. I gotta pull up my comment section because we won't drop big news until people get in here. You'll have to let me know because I can't see how many people come in
drop a
here.
big dump. I was thinking,
yeah,
one of these times we just need to like. I want to fart on the live, and I think you should as well.
Speaking of
I just
farting,
want to just, you know, Beyblade, and just.
speaking of farting, my man says, when are we gonna like just fart around each other and just be comfortable? And I was like, fucking never.
Right on cue. Here comes my son who has not talked to me in hours.
Oh man,
I'm on my
Hi,
podcast,
Victoria.
son.
Hi, Haley.
Hey,
welcome.
In there. Toodaloo.
Bye, Maddox. Why are
anyway,
my
I want to do that. I want to fart. I think we should do that.
I also tried to connect to my Facebook and it wouldn't let me. And so
why?
I don't. It was trying to connect to my old Facebook that I shut down after after Tyler died. And so I was like, I'm fucking done with this. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't get paid for it anyways, but I'll just share yours to my page. It's easier. It's
Nicole, I don't fluff.
Hi, April. Hi. Oh my God, why is my phone ringing?
If I fluff,
my DVD's on.
It's gonna stink bad, like so bad. Like if it comes out silent, it's silent but violent.
Oh no! Do you see what Melissa says? Actually, you sound so far away.
Take your headphones out.
Okay, hold on.
We were having audio. That's why we were a little bit late. And then I had to bitch.
Hold on.
Oh, I hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Damn, can y'all hear me in the chat? We were fucking freaking. Can y'all hear me now, or do I sound far away?
No, you sound great.
Okay.
And now I can't see your fucking ass. There she is.
I'm right here. Oh.
Well,
oh my God, what happened to the camera? Why am I way over here?
I don't know. You're good. You're right.
No, I'm not. I'm not good. It's no, it's not.
She's in the middle for you guys. She's in the middle she looks fine.
Oh. I can't see myself. I'm like, hey, take me out and bring me back in.
Well, you have to leave and come and then request. Oh. Okay. This is, so we have some announcements. If we can get through I know she looked fine to me, Melissa. Oh, there she is. Let's get her back in here. Add to stage.
Okay, I'm back.
You look exactly the same.
No, I know, but my screen, 3/4 of it was black, and all I could see was one eyeball. And I was like, I'm definitely not doing that. That's wild.
No, that would be okay. Well, this guy, stop! I gotta get rid of him. I'm single. I'm sorry, or yay. I don't know which one you want. What kind of reaction you wanted there?
Well, hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. Fa la 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 la.
We hear you loud. I hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Loud and loud.
Perfect.
So,
how many people are in here right now?
363.
Fuck yeah. Listen, to the 363 people in here, y'all are the ones that get to hear the exciting news that I and Tiff are going to
You get to hear it live, not on the replay.
Yeah, you get to hear it live. So which I'm super excited for. So everyone tuning in, everyone be quiet in the chat. Anyways.
We won't listen.
No, we're not going on tour yet. Here's how it works. So Tiff and I had a really big meeting on Friday with my normal job, and I decided, hey, I love my job, don't get me wrong, but what we have going on here means a lot to me, and I want to do this as full force as we can. And so we discussed, and we're looking. First off, we brought on a manager. He won't let us call that.
I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, but he's phenomenal. They're part of the group chat, and we love them dearly. And we have done the paperwork to trademark ChatHerBox, and we have set up a website which isn't launching yet. It's not launching until a little bit longer into the summer.
But we already own all the rights.
Yeah, we own all the rights to the podcast, which is phenomenal. And we started we have a website designed right now, where you're gonna be able to see all the updates with us, and you guys are gonna be able to order merch from us directly from the site that are gonna drop ship. But yeah, and then the best news on top of that is we have both decided that we want to start filming together in person, which within the last year of us discussing this podcast, I couldn't afford it because I work full time, and like now where I'm at my career, I'm making good money and it's more affordable for me. So our manager is
Don't
helping
do this.
us
He is.
is helping us.
He's just
Um
not an official social media
yeah,
manager, but I don't need a social media manager.
yeah,
I
we
need
just need a
somebody with
manager.
contacts and negotiation skills,
Yes.
which
So
he
we are looking at filming in studio, both here in Fort Worth, Texas, and in Salt Lake City,
has.
so that we can start filming together. Social media pages will be started for the ChatHerBox podcast once we get some content recorded, and all that great stuff. So that's what we've got going on. We're going to start filming in person with professional films and
Headset.
professional editors. Yeah, headpiece,
And then
whatever.
when
Like,
I fart on the live or on the podcast, whatever, you'll hear it like
yeah.
in HD.
Yes. And there's a couple places that we found that oh, that's awesome, Teresa. That there are some people that will help us from afar doing the live stream version, but we really want to get our podcast into Spotify, Apple Music, the way you do podcasts, and then as well have the professional cameras to film us so we can clip for content. And we're gonna go full force with this, and we're gonna see what it does
And
for
then
this
you can
year.
turn our
And the
podcast into
website, we'll
those
let you
babies,
know. I'll let you know when we launch the website. It's
you know.
we already have the rights to it. It's being built right now. But we're gonna have merch, which is fucking awesome. We're super excited. We're working on designs right now for merch, and I'm just super pumped. So that's the great news. Tiff, do you have any great news?
No.
Okay.
I mean, isn't that?
Also,
I feel like my great news is your great news, and you just covered it.
yes.
Yes.
Super. And one of our trips in August, we are going to start putting content out. We are going to Tear in the Woods, which is a insane haunted house in the fucking woods of Greensboro, North Carolina. It's in August. We get
Haven't
it.
been. I don't want to.
It's been around since 1991, and it's one of the biggest haunted whatevers in America. And we got invited to see the first look of 2025. And so we're going, the group chat's going. That's us, Brandy, Chris, and a couple other people. And we're super we're gonna
When she says we, she doesn't mean me. I mean, I'm going, but when she says we are super pumped,
she means me. I mean
she
me.
doesn't mean me. I'm
No,
not
we're gonna
super
strap
pumped.
on. We're gonna strap on
So I'm
GoPros.
going, but
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm
Why
not
does she
pumped
keep playing with
about
her
it.
hair, Kathy? Because I always play with my fucking
Love
hair.
you too.
That's why.
Why are
Um,
you? Why is that a problem?
I don't know. I just always do. So,
I'm
anyways,
gonna put my hair back in this bun probably 8 more times because my rubber. Here, I'll do it again. My rubber band is a little loose.
oh, loosey goosey.
Yeah, I gotta get a
We're
new
gonna
one.
strap GoPros on our chest, and we're gonna get content for the podcast for that trip. We're just super excited. So
I have a feeling
since
that I'm going to end up in the fetal position in a corner telling them, get me the fuck out of here. Like the people who work there, like, I'm fucking done. Get me
I'm
out.
super nervous. I made a video to promote it earlier. I just haven't posted it yet. I wanted to
I
announce it
want
on
you
here
guys to
first.
understand that a lot of the videos where you see my kids startle me, like, although some of the videos are skits that we do,
What
right?
happened?
The reason why that works so well is because I am easily, like the jump scare stuff. I'm easy.
You really are, though.
You can jump scare me. Like, I know that you're right there, but I'm not expecting you to be like, ah! And so I'm like, you know, like, it's not like I didn't know you were there screaming all the time. Sometimes it's just, what the fuck are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
So I scare easily.
And I love that.
I don't do haunted houses because I don't do drugs anymore.
Last time I did a haunted house, I was like 14 or 15. It was a Six Flags haunted house. I had such a panic attack, they had to shut it down to get me out.
Yeah. I begged my grandma to take me to a haunted house, begged her. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. So she took me to one that wasn't as scary as other ones. I threw the biggest fit that they had to take me outside and around
Oh.
because it was one of those that were outside in the
Why do
wilderness.
you keep freezing?
I'm good.
Is your Wi-Fi on?
Yeah.
I keep skipping. I don't know why.
Come on, then. Do you need a written invitation?
Come on, Eben. Get on up here. Hello. Anyway, so we're super pumped. We're super excited for all the good stuff. We'll do a launch on the website. Whenever it's fully done, I'm super excited. Ashley keeps freezing. I know we all keep freezing. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off. Hold on.
No, you keep freezing. They're saying. Somebody give him a kiss because he won't stop. Anyway.
Okay, I'm back, but I think we have storms coming. I turned my Wi-Fi off. Is that better? Can people?
Yeah. So is it
better?
So when she says we're pumped to go to this, I'm terrified. And our manager keeps putting links in the group chat and I don't want to click on them. I just want to go in blindly.
But we're not going to go in blindly because we walk it
I'm
first.
talking about I don't want to see the fucking PR that they have on their websites. I don't want to see it because you know damn well that they're picking like the best of the best and it's going to, and then I'll get sick right in August.
It's been around since 1991, almost my whole life.
Can't go.
That's crazy.
Know?
That's crazy.
See what's happening right now?
I know. Look at his big old piece of ear. I love that.
He's just hugging me. Right. Oh, okay.
No, I just followed them on TikTok. I found their account and followed them. There's a couple cute TikTok trends that I would love to do with one of their castmates just because it would be fucking funny. Like that one song that's like, do you want to come over to my slumber party or whatever? And the person in the back's singing the Kesha part and they're like, ah! And the person's like saying, you know what I'm saying? But I want to do it where it's the character and I'm in the back screaming for my life. And it's like,
and then I run by. That'd be good.
But we're going to have GoPro strapped to us, which is pretty fucking cool. So you're going to get a first look of how.
Oh my God.
What?
That's not Sandra Bullock, guys. Sandra Bullock doesn't need to be like Sandra Bullock, real backup account. Message me now. You don't think she has fucking better things to do? People are reaching these days. Oh, can I say something? I'm going to give tips. I want to give a tip and trick. Just one. So I can't say tips and tricks. This is just one tip and trick.
Yeah.
When you go into my chat, right? Especially on a video that I made of like Thor and Bradley.
Okay.
And you say, that's nice and all, but have you seen Thane Rivers? In the chat, like in the comments, I just want you to understand this. The amount of fake Thane Rivers who are all over my fucking chat now is because it's because when you guys comment a specific person like that, that's why I tell you guys, just at me in that person's post. You see what I'm saying? Just put my at Single Mom Saga. If you follow me, the little thing will spin and then my name will pop up and you just click on it and then I will get the notification that I was tagged in that video. Okay. That's how you tag me in it. Because and also, isn't it kind of rude if I'm doing a video? I don't know. I could be wrong. But to me, I'm like, isn't it kind of rude if I do a video with one content creator and instead of giving him any type of
Did you get rid of
acknowledgement?
Casper Capital?
What?
Casper Capital's going.
No, because I was talking.
I know.
All right. Got him. Thanks. But like, like instead of giving the content creator that I am doing a video with any type of like recognition, you're bringing in some random person that has nothing to do with the video. Sometimes you're tagging that person in it too. But then what these scammers do is they're like, oh. And I use Thane Rivers because right now my chat is overran with fake Thane Rivers accounts. And it's because of things like that. You guys are asking for it and the scammers see that you are asking for it and they go make those fake profiles and then they will come back to different chats and hit you up and say, message me.
I will say there's one Thane Rivers. I don't follow Thane Rivers. He does the same thing in all his videos. I'm sorry, not sorry, just not for me. Anyways, but there's one fake Thane Rivers account that follows me on Facebook that like interacts in my chat. Not like scammer wise, but like interacts. Like and talks to people like as if he's in a part of the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, I hope you have a wonderful day. Like, it's a beautiful Tuesday. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And it's Thursday.
I know.
Yes, you did miss the announcement. We did. You can hit it up on the replay, unless you wanted to say it all over again.
The big announcement is we're taking this podcast bigger. We're finding studios here in Fort Worth and in Salt Lake City to film together to have better quality. Not necessarily the live stream, but an actual podcast to go to Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. We brought a manager on. We have a website that ChatHerBox Co has a website coming out this summer, and we'll have merch, which is great. And we're taking a trip to a haunted fucking forest in August.
Yes, there it is. Okay. April just said that she has like 7 different accounts trying to hit her up for like pretending to be Thane Rivers. So this is what I mean. And then other people are like, fuck those scammers. I am with you guys 100% on this. But that's why I'm trying to educate people who don't understand that, because then I have some people who try to hold me accountable, like, oh, I'm unfollowing your page because of the amount of scammers in your chat. First and foremost, for you to try to hold a content creator accountable for something like that is wild. I'm not the one creating the accounts. I'm not the one dropping in the comments different fucking names, right? For them to be like, oh, so they want her to go find Thane Rivers. Here, let me just make a fake account. Of that guy, because it's easy to do that. And I have already blocked 8 in the last 24 hours, which means that they are multiplying those fake accounts. They get blocked, another one shows up. That gets blocked, another one shows up. Do you understand?
We work hard. I block fake account scammers every day on Facebook. Every day. As soon as I see them comment, I try to go and block them.
Yep. I mean, just in here, I've already done what, 3, 4?
Yeah.
And we've been live for 15 minutes. Because we were a little minutes late, but
we're trying to figure it out.
I'm just saying, if that best way to keep yourself safe and to minimize it'll never be 0.
Yeah.
It'll never be 0. But to help, go ahead.
No, sorry. We won't be doing Christmas cards together. That's Tiff's thing.
I don't, and that is, I'm gonna have to talk to my manager.
Yeah.
I don't know how
I can't send out cards on time in general, let alone to people that follow me.
Dude, she bought New Year's cards, and that was like what, 3 years ago?
I also bought her a sweatshirt that's in my closet. I
refuse.
Yeah, earrings. I just don't.
It didn't even make it to Vegas. Didn't even make it to Vegas. But to be fair, a dress that she wanted to wear didn't even make it to Vegas. So it's fine.
It fucking didn't, dude. It didn't. It was fucking crazy. I'm just the worst at it. So I thought it was great. And I love that she does that, but no, I won't. I'm really bad at that kind of shit. So no.
Well, and my thing is that I started that when my pages were a lot smaller, and this last holiday season, it ended up being like 400 and something cards.
Yeah.
I was spending every day, especially Mondays, because the mail doesn't go, on Sundays.
Yeah.
I was spending hours.
Yeah, I remember.
Like hours every day. It was like a full-time job.
Yeah.
It was a lot, and it cost me a lot more money than I had budgeted for, which I'm not bitching about. So I don't know. I think I still want to do it because it's a great concept. And I know that it helps a lot of people through the holidays. It helps keep a lot of people sober too. And it helps keep a lot of people here, if you know what I'm saying. So, and I got a card from, whichever side she's on, from her mom.
Yeah.
That was fun. And I responded to her mom, and I was like, thanks for pushing her out your cooter.
You did.
It was awesome. But anyway, so I don't know if it's I've been toying with the idea of like maybe doing the card, and then if you put a return stamp in there, sure, I'll send you one back. I don't know. We'll see. Don't hold me on that, but we'll see. Anyway.
Yeah. But that's where we're at.
Just going to have to hire some help. Again, I'm going to hire some help, and then I'm going to spend, I think I spent $300 something on stamps, $300 and something on stamps. Now I'm going to hire somebody to help me.
That's a lot.
You see where I'm going with this? Like, it's not, when it was like $200 altogether, cards, stamps, it was doable.
Yeah.
But I spent almost $400 last year on just stamps.
That's crazy.
Well, that's because I got
Crazy
over
awesome.
400 cards.
Yeah, it's crazy awesome.
Yeah, I got over
Wait.
400 cards. So
Chris says, wait, what are we hiring for? I need a job. You already have.
no.
You have several jobs, several hats.
Yeah, we've given you hats.
One that
Okay.
you won't claim, but
Well, that's okay. Well, and I'm just like, dude, I'm trying. He said he just needed a job. And how many times have I been like, can we discuss payment?
Yeah.
So shut up.
Yep.
Tell everybody what you power blasted your face with.
So here's what I get. I'm trying to make content while I do things. Like, I'm trying to be a influencer vlogger, and I was putting on my favorite self tanner. Okay, first off, let me rewind. All over my FYP on TikTok right now is all these free Harvard courses because the current administration and Harvard are going at it. Harvard is like really pushing out. They offer these free courses with like certifications from Harvard. So I was in the bathtub. I was like, I'm gonna ChatGPT, bring it up. You know what I mean? None of the courses or anything I would take, but then I found this course for sales, strategic sales. It's a couple $1,000s. It's not free, but trips to flights from here to Boston to go to Harvard for 2 days for this course. Anyways, long story short, it's only $172. So I was like, oh my God, I could have this on my resume that I went to Harvard for this sales. Anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video while I'm doing my self tanner and talking about this Harvard course, like, because it's trending right now. Okay. First off, I had this fucking light on. This one right here. Okay, hold on. This one. I had it full blast. And I'm putting self tanner on as it just died. Fuck it. Anyways, I was putting self tanner on. And I didn't realize because the light was so fucking bright how dark I was putting on my face. And until I leaned over, looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh my God.
Put
And
too
so
much
I didn't post
self-tanner
that
on.
video. I did. And I posted another video on TikTok right before the podcast about how I will never try to do something and film at the same time, especially with a light, because we'll see how this turns out. I mean,
Meanwhile, I would have owned it. Because whatever.
yeah, I mean, it'll come out great. It's just really intense, especially when my scalp is really white.
I feel like this new
I just
bun
want to
thing,
point it out. Yeah.
this new slick bun thing I've been trying out.
I love that for you.
You should see me by the end of the day. I feel like George Washington after a long day at work. I do. Like, because it'll like, here, I'll show you. It'll get all loose back here. And then it's like, these pieces are out here. Or Billy from Hocus Pocus. Yes. But if he had blonde hair.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And then what my favorite thing is that, like, I posted that video where the unhealed middle-aged white men got so fucking triggered.
Which one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I posted the video of the research where I was like, okay, fine. You don't want me to sexualize these guys? Watch. The dude's comment didn't even have anything to do with the video. He felt a certain way because there were hot guys. I was like, dude, my video, he's all, you need to lower your standards. And I'm like,
oh, okay. Yeah. I'm
sitting here and I'm like, this has nothing to do with standards.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
But okay. And so then I was like, fine, I made that video because I'm going to capitalize on whatever I can. And then that video went viral. There's over 1 million views on it. And you know why? Because sure as shit, the men started swooping on in. And the double standards on that was fucking insane. It was like, oh, well, I'm going to stick up for a man whenever I see him being belittled and blah. And I was like, the one guy's like, oh, yeah, and what about the original video where you were mean? And I was like, you mean the original one where he fucking said I was ugly? And is that the original one? And then they go silent. Because I'm like, I didn't come for him. I literally was making a video that had nothing to do about standards of men at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he came in degrading me. But let me just tell you, some of these fucking comments were hilarious. And this is where, like, manager Chris is like, how do you deal with that shit? I'm like, I don't, because I don't care. And I have to read it. You bet your ass I'm going to capitalize on it. You bet your ass. And I make more money off of people like that. Quick money. Quick. I mean, long-term stuff, my followers support me more than anybody else. But those haters, dude, I could make a quick $300 in like a couple hours. Real quick.
Yeah.
And I will do it. So like that one guy, I was like, you look like if the guy from Tales of the Crypt and Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber had a love child. And you're coming on here talking about me?
Yeah.
Then one guy was like, you have a lot of confidence for somebody that looks like Gollum. Lord of the Rings. Dude, I fucking died. I fucking died. I was like, I can see that. Like in that video that I made, I was like, that was fucking good. That was a good one because in the video that I made, I haven't worn makeup in like 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
But my skin was all blotchy because one, it was the end of the day. Two, I had been out in the sun. So like it hadn't, you know, and when I made the video, I did 0 editing. I had no lighting. So it was like,
you just let it out.
Shadows. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't make that video thinking that it was going to get 1 million. It was just to throw a reel on there to boost my algorithm. But then these middle-aged men made it go fucking viral and it was hilarious. But yes,
on
in
Facebook?
that video, in that video, I could totally fucking see why he's like, you look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. And I was like, yep. Because my eyes were big. And I'm like, I could see it.
I should go find that comment.
Fun, but it was the end of the day. So it was like,
I should go find that comment and put valid, just valid in capitals right under his comment.
But that's the thing is it's like when these people, for me, it's mostly men, but every once in a while I'll get, and this is just me. It's probably different for other people, right? But I'm just talking about my own experience on Facebook. Mine are usually middle-aged men. The majority are white, but every once in a while I'll get, different races. But the majority are middle-aged American men, white
Bob
men.
and Steve's. Yep. Bob, Steve's, Tom. Yeah.
James, John. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And and they are just, and if they're not middle-aged, they're divorced. And you go to their page and the majority of their shit is ragging on their baby's mom.
Yeah. That's the same kind every time.
Yeah. It's always the same. And it's, to me, I'm like, I find it hilarious because they will come on there and say like, she looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. And I am over here fucking dying because I'm like, I can see it. I can tell, but I know my value and I know my worth. So it doesn't like, I'm sorry, was that supposed to hurt my feelings?
Yeah.
You'd have to know me on a personal level. Like this bitch could hurt my feelings.
Well, I could just not talk to you for 5 minutes in the same room and you automatically think I'm mad.
Well, that's because I care. Do you see the difference? Like, you know me, we're friends. You can hurt my feelings.
It's the same as the men that were on Mine After Vegas that were like, I don't support whores like you. And I'm like, you're literally supporting me right now. I'm literally about to @ everyone. It's going to say @ followers under your comment. And I'm going to make money off of your fucking comment.
So,
idiots.
And do you know that even if you dirty delete your messages after you've been called out on that, Facebook will still count it as your algorithm because it was there.
Yep.
You still like, it'll say like 10 comments and I'll go in there and there's only 3. And it's because the way I have mine set up is it'll hide comments that, are like advertisements where people are trying to get whatever.
Same. Yeah. And it's hard to find them. It's hard to get to them to fucking block them.
Yes, because my page will automatically hide them, but I still get credit for those comments, even though they're hidden. So if you do it and you go back and dirty delete on a content creator, it doesn't matter. As of today, we still get credit for those comments. So like the one guy was in there talking all this shit, and not just to me, but any of my followers that came in there to like talk shit back. Because by the way, I do love that. So please continue. But he was
We
like,
do love
some
that.
girl's like, why are you even here? And he's like, to poke the bear. And I'm like, whose bear are you poking? And I'm
Not
like,
ours.
let's just explain. I was like, I have made about $75 just off of your thread alone. I was like, you have engaged, and I counted through them. I'm like, more than 13 people, not including myself. And out of these 13 people, you have responded to each of us a minimum of 2 to 3 times. With me, it was like 8.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so that counts. And so what Facebook does is they say, well, these 14 people that you've now engaged, you have kept them on this app. And it was through this content creator's video. So we are going to boost her and pay her for keeping you engaged and on this app. Ching,
Idiots.
ching, 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 ching. And I was like, so please continue to poke. I was like, poke whatever bear you're poking because it's working
They
for me.
normally
It's
stop.
like, yeah, I was like, as a
They
matter of
normally
fact,
stop once we mention that. They're like,
yes, I said, as a matter of fact, I want you to reply with like your reply, just do one word for each comment and I'll piece it together. Don't worry. It'll be like a puzzle. Dude dirty deleted his whole thread.
Yeah, we still get paid for that. And then they'll block you.
I still get
I still
paid.
get paid for that. Thank
Still
you.
get paid because it kept you here. It kept you here for however long we did that. And it kept those other 13 women that you were fighting with too.
Yep.
So ching, 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 ching. And then these are the same fuckers who are going to get pissed off later this summer when they see me take my kids to like the Bahamas or fucking St. Thomas. I haven't decided yet. And they're going to get mad as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't worked a day in your life. I'm working right now, bitch.
And they're also the ones that are in 100 different Instagram models' DMs thinking they have a chance.
Right.
At the same time.
Or the scammers hit them up, hi, Big Daddy, and they fall for it.
So true, dude.
It is. Yeah,
Hey,
well, I've got
of,
6 women in my DMs. It's probably Habibi. But,
yeah.
And it's probably the same dude, 4 out of those 6 accounts.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of viral, I kind of have like a mini viral thing going on a post on Facebook right now. Do you know what it is? It's my protein plate.
You told me.
That's crazy to me.
Which one is it?
It's just a picture of my protein plate. And I said 1,000 out of 10 recommend. I posted it on the 24th of May. And as of like 2 days ago, it went from having like 1,000 views and like 20 comments to over 750,000 views right now. I've made $90 off of just that one picture. And I'm like, fuck, okay. And then Chris is like, you need to post more protein bowls. You can only make one. This is the one I like. This is all I get out of me, dude. I love Facebook because it has that ability to pick up later. And I think that's so fucking fun. Get to sleep.
No,
what?
Carrie says hashtag thanks for paying for Bahamas, fucktards.
Facts.
But I'll tell them that. And just so we're all clear.
Yeah.
Did these haters pay for my Bahamas? No. I get what I put into content creating. What you guys don't see is that, like, she got lucky on that post. I get that sometimes too. I do. Like that video I made calling out that dude, you look at it, there's no lighting. There is no editing. Like I legit just grabbed my son was sitting next to me and I'm like, just don't get in the camera view. And you can hear him, she's a delight. Like that was unscripted, unplanned. Yeah. I just did it because I needed a reel so that I could hit the goals that Facebook sets for us in the background.
Yeah.
So you have to play the game. You have to know what game it is, and you have to give Facebook what they want you to do. And I just needed to post a fucking reel so that I could hit that benchmark that Facebook set for me. So I was like, oh shit, I'll just use this and hurry and put it out. And I don't give a shit because it wasn't about the views for me. It was about hitting that milestone on that one.
You have to hit milestones every week.
Yeah. And then, but then not only did I hit that milestone, but because of the amount of men that was not planned, that fucking boosted that. I got over 1 million views on a video I did no editing on. So it's like, yes, once in a while, you'll get lucky, like on a protein picture that you weren't even, you're like that out of all the shit I've done. That, okay. So you'll get lucky. Then there's times that I will post, dude, I will hit her up. Dude, I got the funniest fucking video I'm ready for tomorrow. I'm just going to send it to you.
It's always our funniest videos to ourselves and they tank.
And they die.
They're terrible to the crowd, but they're fucking hilarious to us. That's why we work so
Yeah.
well together
Yeah.
because we have the same humor.
And then it'll be the dumbest video where I'm like,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'll put it
Yeah.
out and it'll go viral. Like that Hawaiian video I did, it was all right. I
Yeah.
thought like
It's okay.
it wasn't my best, but it wasn't my worst.
No.
It has over what 20 or 30 million views. I know it's because of it was the Lilo and Stitch song that's trending.
Oh, yeah.
That's what boosted it as hard as it did. But it's
Yeah.
like, and then today I worked my ass off for that Stitch video of the research on peonies.
Yeah.
I want you to know whenever you see a
I watched
video
that
where
one.
it's
It's good.
them, me, that takes me a minute. Like that's editing. So my point to
I
all of
can't
that,
figure out how to do that to say I want to get
I'll
into it,
teach
but
you.
yeah,
But it
it's
takes
so difficult.
patience and it takes a minute. It's
Yeah.
not for me, I enjoy doing it and I know how to do it. So it's not grueling or anything, but it's not
Yeah.
easy, is what I'm saying. So if you ever see me talking shit to somebody where I'm like, well, thanks for paying for my tummy tuck, just know I'm baiting them. They
Yeah.
didn't really pay for my tummy tuck. I put in the effort on here.
Yep.
I do what Facebook tells me to do. I hit their goals in the background. I post shit when they tell me to post it. If they want me to do more reels, I will focus on that, even if I don't fucking want to, only because
Yeah.
I play their game. I watch the algorithms. I check what's trending. I get what I put into it. So if you ever
Yeah.
see me be like, thanks for paying for the Bahamas, don't get up in your feelings in a certain way. They didn't. I'm just fucking baiting them so that, I mean, maybe they can help me with a steak dinner at the Bahamas.
Period.
Right.
And to be honest, we really we used to really enjoy going live on TikTok, but we're really focused we're hyper she's always been focused on Facebook. I like Facebook. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a little extra income for me, pays for my nails and my
I
hair
get paid the
occasionally.
most here, so I
Yeah.
will do the most here.
I don't get paid at all on TikTok. I only get paid on Facebook. I don't make long enough content over there. And the fact, this is what pushes me. I'll make content on TikTok, fucking private because I can give a fuck about it, just to post it over here or whatever the case may be. Because I like fucking, okay, $90 on a protein plate, fucking say less. That's half my grocery bill. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
And what's crazy is because the high that I had during when we were in, so my goal is to hit 30,000 followers by the end of month or by the end of the summer, by end of July. And I'm at like 28,000 right now, almost 28,000. And I want to hit 30 and then I want to hit 50 by December. My goal is to be at 150 by next Christmas of
So
2026.
share it out.
So share it out. Add me if you don't. This is my name right here if you don't have me. Anyways, my goal to do that, and to be completely fair, I was talking to Chris about this the other day about the podcast. Once we start doing the actual content, like with professional editing, I'm almost tempted to change my Not So Average Ashley platform to the podcast platform because it doesn't do
Well, we'll
anything
see.
for me, but we'll look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I
We'll
mean? Without having to start something all over. But anyways, I'm getting better about commenting back and interacting. I get busy with work sometimes, so I'll like go back and content. It's Facebook is still an adjustment for me, but I have the most fun on Facebook. I will say because it's the most strangers. Like everyone on my TikTok, I've known for a long time, love them to death. I know the kind of comments they're leaving, but Facebook is a lot of new faces, and it's just really engaging. Facebook is way more engaging in the comment section than TikTok is, for sure. And I like adore
Well,
it.
there's
So
more options. I think
yeah.
TikTok's trying to catch up because now you can post pictures
Okay. Speaking of that,
and you
so
can post longer comments. So I
yeah,
think they're trying, but
I
yeah,
finally got that feature. I don't know if you ever saw it because you probably didn't because you get a shitload of notifications, but on one of your
it's hard
videos,
for me to get. I'm gonna be real with you.
I know.
Sometimes I get lucky and I see the things that people tag me on here, but the majority that I see are on Instagram and TikTok because it's more user friendly than Facebook. I can
Agreed.
sort by
Yeah.
mentions, and
Yeah.
so it's so much easier to find them than it is here.
Okay.
Here it's in one thing
And I know, but
and
on
it's
TikTok,
pages.
I
So
finally got the feature to put a comment pictures in the comment section. Do you know what I
Dale,
did?
what is your name so I can send you a friend request? You can't. This is a business page. Just follow.
Yeah. Do you know what
Tread
I used
lightly.
my free will for? My first comment picture on TikTok. It was on one of your videos, and it's the screensaver of you on my phone. And it's in your comments. And it was a video you were making fun of something of yourself or
it's
something like that.
not so average Ashley. It's the one underneath Assistant Ashley.
It's right
Sorry.
here. It's the white one. It's okay. It's this one right here on all platforms right here. I post the most on Facebook and TikTok. I have Instagram, but that's more my personal diary in a sense. Right here. It's the same. Anyways, I put a picture of you and I was hoping you would see it because it was, and I was so fucking thrilled. And I didn't tell you about it because I was like, oh, I want to see if she'll see it, but you didn't see it. So
No.
what's that? Skywalker vase? It is. It's a geek
She
bar.
needs to quit.
Which I'm not.
She's going to end up with
I
COPD.
do. I can't. It's not so average Ashley. It's not Assistant Ashley. That's just a joke between us. It's this white one right here.
Yeah, you can find her.
It's right here.
If
I got a blue
not,
check mark.
go to my page right now. Hold on. I shared the podcast announcement today, and I shared it from her page. So if you're having that big of a deal, go to my profile, look for the podcast announcement. It was her page. You can just click on it. So you can do that.
I make that announcement every week.
You'll be super rich when your kid is a teenager. Well, he's a teenager.
Yeah. It's not so average. Keep going. With
but
underscores.
I pay my kids.
My kids aren't in mine, so I don't.
Yeah. But I pay my kids. Look at Dawn. Yeah. It's not so average.
I know. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, April. Shout out to April. She's always she's a go-getter in our
She's been following me since the beginning.
I love April. She's super excited for me.
April, don't you have the shirt, the first one I ever put out that says Mom Group Reject? Or do you wait, that was the second. The first round was like the Single Moms Rock. They were totally generic and I didn't design any of them. But don't you have those? I think she has my first one I ever dropped.
All I know is April's super excited for me in my new relationship. She tells me all the time.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Oh no, Amanda, it's not. It's not that. It's not that. Love that, but no, it's not. It's not that. I don't do that anymore.
So listen, this is how I know which is which. There's Into Couch. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the
Diva.
I just got dog snot and spit. Anyway, so that's all I know about that. And the Into Couch is very serious and it'll make me eat a jumbo size bag of sour Skittles until my tongue bleeds and I'll go in for more. So,
yeah,
speaking from experience.
I don't anymore. But I did go to the doctor today. I'll tell you about my doctor's visit. I was really excited to go. I know I have a sinus infection.
On today. Sorry.
I went to the doctor's today. I know I have a sinus infection, but I was really pumped to step on their fucking scale. Because I feel like it's more like accurate.
Because it's different than yours. Scale. Okay, right.
No, I realized it is the same as mine. And I was like, Slay, can you tell me how much I weighed when I was here last time? And I was at...
You're like, I already know, but I want you to say it out loud.
I was at 204 when I went back in January, I think, maybe February. And I went back in and I was at 189.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I got to get my fat ass back to the gym.
I think this guy's about to snap my face off. You see his tail in the background? He's like, I'm going to pounce.
Oh, God. Here we go. Dolly Wonga is in the chat.
Oh, okay. I got it. I got Dolly Wonga. Like, what the fuck? What is that, Black Panther?
What a name.
What is that, Black Panther? Say it.
I don't know.
The fucking place forever. They say it. Somebody's going to put it
Wakanda?
in the chat.
Wakanda? Yeah. Wakanda forever. I was like, what are we referring to right now?
Like, that's what that reminded me of. I was like, you couldn't come up with something else. That was it, huh? Out of all of the fucking names. You know what? I get it. Because out of all the names I picked, now I'm stuck. Yeah. Anyway. Good job. Did you see me? I didn't intend to get in an argument.
With?
I know she unfollowed me though.
Who?
Some chick in my comments today on my new video I posted today. It was like the passive aggressive positive toxic positivity bullshit that people do. She's like, oh, that is so funny. Hey. I hope you're not on Ozempic because that stuff is diabolical. And I'm like, first and foremost, my video had nothing to do with my weight loss. But you know what? This is why I posted one yesterday. And I told her that. I said, I posted a video yesterday for people like you. When I was fat, it was a fucking problem. When I lost weight, it's a fucking problem. You didn't ask me. Let's be real here. You didn't ask me how I lost the weight. You assumed. And I was like, let me ask you this question. Does Ozempic know the difference between somebody that is diabetic and somebody who's taking it to lose weight? And also, did you know that losing weight also lowers your A1C? And so you tell me how diabolical it is for people to take it to lose weight, but not if you're diabetic. If you're diabetic, it's not diabolical, right? And that it's okay for you to lose weight if you're already a diabetic, but not to lose weight if you haven't reached diabetes yet, because bitch, why the fuck were you ever fat in the first place?
Yeah, period.
And I was like, listen. I was like, and for the fucking record, no, I haven't taken Ozempic. And I was like, but I get really upset when people say that kind of shit because you're spreading fear to other people that could, like, this is life-saving medication, whether you're a diabetic or not.
Yes.
And I was like, and let me just tell you, America has the highest,
We're the fattest country on the planet.
Fuck yeah, we are. We have the most, like, refined foods and, like, processed shit. Mm-hmm. It costs more money for you to buy healthy food than it does to buy cardboard garbage. And then you feed your kids like, Walmart milk and then wonder why your boys end up with boobs.
Hey, I drink Walmart milk.
You better fucking stop. I've been telling you this shit, damn it. They have done studies on it. They have. Like, the fucking data's there. People don't want it. But then you want to, like, shame people because of the way that they're losing weight. Fucking drives me nuts. But anyway, that happened today. I was chubby. What are you talking about, Deanna? I'm only 5'2". We're waiting for Ashley to come back here. I don't know what the fuck's happening over there. But I'm 5'2" and I weighed 192 pounds. So yes, I was. I was overweight, my BMI, and I know we don't go off of BMI, but people understand that. I was considered obese because of my size. And I also don't have big bones. Like, you see, I'm tiny. I was very overweight. So, but I did not do Ozempic. But in the event that my doctor was like, I want to put you on Ozempic because it's going to help you, I would do it in a heartbeat. It's nobody else's business what my health journey is, what your health journey is, as long as you are doing it. Look, she's back. Hold on. As long as you are doing it under the guidance of, there we go.
So
the guidance of your doctor, nobody else's fucking business. I told him you'd be back.
Yeah, I told my D&D's on, but Paisley called and it pushed through, and if anything that has to do with my D&D, it just freezes my screen.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of shit, if you ever see me in the comments, like, doing that, it depends on my mood. And that one rubbed me the wrong way only because it was positive. What is it? Toxic positivity. Because she was like, oh, yeah, this is real funny. Hey, I hope you're not on Ozempic. It's diabolical. So what you really wanted to do is you don't give a shit about the video that you just watched. You just noticed that I've lost weight. And so instead of asking and being curious about how I've lost the weight, you just assumed it was that. Yeah. And you wanted to make sure that your opinion on Ozempic was heard on a platform that isn't talk. Get the fuck out of here.
We can care less anyways. Yeah. Hey, I want to point something out because someone asked in the comments.
Go.
Yeah. Fear mongering. Somebody asked in the comments, do we still do the email? Do we still do email? Yes. If you've sent an email, I have seen it. We had so much going on this week with this big announcement of the website and all the stuff we're doing and filming. We weren't going to do this podcast about the emails, but I will say this with my whole heart. When I opened the email and allowed everyone to write, I read every email, and some of your emails break my heart because of the things that you have gone through in your life, and I'm so proud of every last one of you that have gotten out of what you were in. But some of the emails are on such sensitive topics that me and Tiff have no idea how to approach those emails, because one, we didn't go through that situation and we only talk about things that we have gone through. But I will reply back to you. If you sent me a really heartfelt email, I read them to Tiff, because it comes to me, and we discuss them, but we won't go back to emails until next podcast. But just know, if you sent me something that's really sensitive and has a lot of trauma built into it, I will reply back to you. I have just been super fucking busy and I don't know the right words to say because I haven't been in that situation in some of these emails. But please know that I do read every single email that you write and I will reply back to you. There's just some things that we can't talk about on the podcast because neither one of us have experienced it. I hope that makes sense. But please know, I'll go through the emails tonight. If I have not replied, you will get a reply from me tonight. But my heart goes out to you. I won't say your names. There's about 4 of you that wrote me really long emails. I read them and I read them to Tiffany. And they literally brought me to tears and really sad. But I'm very glad that you guys some of you are getting out of the situation. Some of you are still stuck in the situation. And I pray that you do what's best for you. We just can't give advice on that because we have not been in those situations. And it's a really heavy topic. And we only choose to speak about things that we've been through because we don't want to advise in the wrong direction because we're not medically anything, not therapists. But please know I read them and I will reply back to you. I've just been super fucking busy. I reply back to every single person that sends an email. So please know that. If you want to send us an email, it's in my about me on my Facebook. You're more than welcome to send me one. Just know that we absolutely love you guys. We're so happy. And I will say, the ones that said, hey, you found Tiff in a really hard time in your life, like that, I'm
She'll call
inspired
me and
by
read me
Tiffany.
these.
I don't care what time of day it is. I call her and I read them to her. I normally get them right when you send them. It is a phenomenal thing. I know with majority of my Facebook platform, it's most of Tiff's followers, but I know that feeling from when I started mental health on before I was not so average Ashley, I was just your average mom. And I worked with tens of thousands of people in DMs that were going through grief and stuff. And it is extremely heartwarming and heartfelt that you find inspiration in us and that you follow us and that we've gotten you out of dark times. So please know that our heart is with you and that we are very appreciative of you. And I will reply. It's just some stuff is extremely hard and I don't even know
And
how
we also
to reply.
we've got jobs and we've got kids, but she will respond because I
Yeah.
told her if you're going to make the email, bitch, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So I will reply. It's just some of them
But
are
okay, I
very,
want to touch
very,
on something. Somebody in the chat said that she called bullshit, and her name was Brandy, and it wasn't our Brandy. So I was just going to give you a chance to explain what bullshit you meant. And then other people had asked me then, with that curiosity, how I lost the weight. I was already working out. Mine's different. Okay. So I was already working out. I was already taking diabetic medication. And to be able to now get approved to be able to take Monjaro, the weight for me melted off. That is not going to happen to you. Okay. You want to see a realistic weight loss journey with medication like that? This is the one you want to follow. That's why I don't talk about mine, because I don't want people to look at my weight loss journey and think that that is what is going to happen to them. I have a medical, like, I'm insulin resistant. If you are insulin resistant, definitely talk to your doctor about those kind of medications. I'm not a doctor. I can't give you those advice. You do need to take it under the watch of a doctor, especially if you have a medical condition. Especially. I personally don't recommend the ones that you can just get online and do. If you want to do it, that's on you. But there are plenty of doctors who will help you through that. But that's why I don't talk about mine, is I don't want to give women the wrong idea that if they do that, that they're going to lose the weight like I did in 4 months. That is not typical. So that is just because I was already working
on
out.
weight loss.
So
Yeah, I will say on weight loss, like I've lost about 60 pounds in a year. Since January of 2024 is when I started my weight loss journey this time around. And I'm at 60 pounds that I've lost. And I'll say the biggest, yes, trizepatide has been my biggest helper in that. But when I was on Ozempic first for the first 6 months of 2024, I got off all the way because I didn't like how I felt on Ozempic. I felt like shit. And then I got off, I joined the gym, and I changed my eating habits all the way around. So I focus more, so I can go a week or two without shots if I choose. I sometimes want to come off of them. But if you change your eating habits, and you eat from what's in the ground, had a mom or dad, things that are fresh, it doesn't have to be organic, just fresh, not out of a box, can, or jar, you will see a massive difference. And you cut sugar. Carbs are your friends, fats are your friends, protein is your best friend, and sugar is the devil. So if you just cut those out, I promise you, you will see a massive difference. Even if you don't go to the gym and you just walk, if you just walk, you will see a massive fucking difference in your weight. But weight loss medicine will only work if you choose to change your lifestyle with it, which we both did. Now, she did hers a little differently. She did hers, lost her weight, did what she did. I lost mine. It's everyone's own journey, but it's a guaranteed science. If you change your food to all like natural, it doesn't have to be organic. I don't buy organic shit. So if it's just fresh, you put protein, have some carbs, have some healthy fats, and cut sugar, I promise you, you will lose weight, even without weight loss surgery. It's the simple, basic science facts right there.
Right. And I would plateau usually around 170 just because I had, I was insulin resistant, also pre-diabetic. So somebody was like, I lost a lot of weight quickly too, but I'm diabetic. That's the thing. And like, get me fucking going on this shit with the insurance. It's like your A1C is a certain level. So they approve you for Mounjaro, right? And you do your physical in the year, whatever. They give it to you, and then your A1C goes down, and then you take your physical in a year, and you're in normal levels. And so then they don't approve it, and you have to wait for your A1C to go back up, and then have your doctor do another blood test to send to the insurance. It's bullshit, and like, this is early stages though, and I'm hoping that changes. But that's why, like, for me, I can talk on that part. She can talk on the parts where when you don't have like diabetes or pre-diabetic or insulin resistance, how that works for people that way. But so I've had people call me out or try to call me out because I don't talk about my weight loss journey, but that's why. It's because I have to go into this big long thing about how mine is not common. No, I wasn't diabetic, but I was almost there.
Yeah.
And that's where it was leading to, because I'm insulin resistant. I will be on most likely Mounjaro unless they come up with something else. I'll be on maintenance doses every week, just like a diabetic, because anytime I stop taking it, my A1C goes back up, and then like it cures. I don't know if cure is the right word. What word would you use, friend? Like it
means a low level,
maintains my insulin resistance. I don't crave sugar like I used to. I couldn't survive without coffee.
Yeah.
I was eating, she'd call me at 6 p.m. What are you doing? Having a cup of coffee? And I'd still go to sleep.
Yeah.
But it was really like half creamer, but whatever, but it was
it's just like with cholesterol medicine. Like when I was bigger, my cholesterol was really fucking high. And the one thing I refused to do was go on cholesterol meds, because once you get on meds for cholesterol, you don't ever come off of them. So what I do, change my eating habits. If you change your eating habits to clean eating, I promise you. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's too expensive to eat healthy, whatever. Just go to your local market and eat nothing out of but we're lazy. We're lazy as Americans. If you want to prioritize your health, you will make everything in your fucking world happen. You will make it happen. You will budget to where you can eat properly. You will cut out McDonald's. You will cut out the coffees. You will cut out the sugar. If you're ready to take it seriously,
cut it down.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, I think that what we do with weight loss, because I've done it too, is that you're all okay, that's it. And you have such body issues with yourself. Like, of course, we deal with people body shaming us no matter what size we're at, right? But it's like you do it to yourself. And so I know this was for me, I would get disgusted with myself. And so it's like you just cut everything off immediately. Well, if you're anything like me, you'll go a week or two, and then you'll binge eat because it's like, fuck. And you just want it. And so you'll binge eat it, or you'll cheat. There's no cheating, right? Food is food. how much are you going to put in and what quality are you going to put in is all up to you. But it's like if you are eating out 4 or 5 times a week and it's fast food, not healthy food eating out, right? Maybe cut that down instead of 4 times a week, cut it down to, or twice. If you like take it slow and replace that with better food.
Healthy, just because you eat healthy, and here's another thing that people fail. They'll be like, oh, I'm cutting everything. As much as I say sugar's the devil, because it is, just because you cut all that out doesn't mean you can't. If you're like in a hurry and you want to go get McDonald's, I do it all the time, and I've still maintained to lose 60 pounds. I'm just not getting it over and over. If I want to have a Big Mac, I'm going to go have one, but I'm not going to have it 3 days in a row. Like, it comes with control.
Everywhere.
Yeah. It comes
I will shit spray on the wall just sneezing if I ate one of those, but also because, I'm allergic to gluten.
Yeah.
But I like same thing. Like if I am like, okay, we do our podcast right around dinner time in my home. And so my kids know that every Tuesday I'm going to DoorDash for them and it's a treat. Like today I got them pizza. I'm not eating that. But I did get the brownies and I'm going to have one of those. I'm going to fucking be so for real with you. I'm going to eat half of the fucking brownie. Okay. But like, I know that I have food and I had dinner last night that I made and I made meatball sandwiches. I don't eat the bread, again, gluten thing. So I'm going to eat the meatballs. That's what I'm eating with a salad. So, but like if I was going to order, like sometimes you'll see, I'll do Chick-fil-A and I'll eat the Chick-fil-A chicken fingers all day long. Mm-hmm. Like I can do those. They don't make me sick. I don't feel sluggish because it's actual chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So make healthier choices if you're going to eat out. Now, is Chick-fil-A chicken strips the most healthiest thing? No, it's not. But it's better than other choices like a Big Mac.
Yeah.
But if you have a Big Mac once in a while, that's the whole thing. Is it's all about in moderation. You're not going to get obese by having a Big Mac in a month.
You're not going to gain 5 pounds from one day. Just FYI.
No, you're not. It's
not how it works.
It's consistently eating like that and overeating and not burning the calories that you intake on a daily basis. Yeah. That's how that works.
Just walk.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to tell you right now, when I first started that, when I was on Monjaro, when I first started, I was sick as fuck. I was. But I also think that it was a detox. I couldn't eat sugar. If I ate it, I was puking. Ask her. The amount of sulfur burps. And I mean, mine were not your average. I would move and it would push my belly and
and they taste so bad, dude.
And they make the air around you stink.
Yeah, it's bad. So, I did it Jared's face the other day in the truck. I felt terrible. He still kissed me.
Surprised he's still with you. I offended my dogs when that was happening. Evan right here would get scared because I would just move. And it's like, not like you're pushing a burp. It just comes out involuntary because the air is building up in your stomach. It's fucking awful. But I also think that was somewhat of a detox. People with diabetes even report when they first start it, sometimes they get sick. But it's because, are we eating right? No. No, but now what I notice is I'm excited to get off this live, not because I don't like talking to you guys, but because I know that I have this awesome fucking salad that has craisins and almonds in it. And it's like a cabbage one. And I'm so fucking excited. If you would have told me a year ago that I would be like, ooh, and I'm going to have a side of meatballs as my protein, I would have been like,
I mean, meatballs.
No. But I'm super excited more for the salad. I'm eating the meatballs for the protein. I'm not excited about the meatballs.
I love my meatballs,
listen, I'm sure they're great too. But my point here is it's like once you start to train your body,
to you get excited.
You crave better.
Yeah, and you feel like shit after you get if you want to eat some McDonald's, you'll eat McDonald's, but you'll fucking instantly regret it because you'll feel like shit.
Right. But also, I don't even I can drink coffee again, but I don't drink nearly as much as I used to. I don't need it. I have natural energy now because I'm eating better, and things like that. But my whole message to everybody, like I made that video Was it yesterday? Yeah, I posted it yesterday. Listen, it does not matter what body size you're in. People are always going to have some bullshit thing to say to you. You're too fat, you're too skinny. Maybe you should eat less, maybe you should have a hamburger. Like, it doesn't matter. So instead, you have to ask yourself, am I okay at the weight I am? Do I feel bonita?
Yeah.
If the answer is fucking no, then whatever you need to do to change it, change it.
Yeah.
There
if
are
you want
people
to
out there that
make it happen.
Yeah, there are people out there that struggle to gain weight. You know what I mean?
Said that.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't care if you're overweight or underweight. You have to ask yourself that question. How do I feel about me? Everybody else's opinion doesn't matter. But not just because you want to eat like shit and so you're fine being overweight. That's not what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay, it's different. Or because I have issues or I have eating disorders, so I don't eat. That's not what I'm asking. Like, I'm totally fine with starving myself. That's not what I'm asking, because that's not healthy. You just have to ask yourself, am I okay with myself the way I am now? Do I feel good about?
Yeah.
You just stole another brownie. Okay.
Well,
no. Anyway.
Well, I have to go get my daughter.
Yeah, and my son's over here right in the kitchen, taking advantage of everything.
Someone has called my son's iPad 47 times in the last 10
Oh,
minutes.
I love that.
Anyways, you'll see the launch of the website soon. It'll be this summer. We'll have merch and all that great stuff, and we'll be here next Tuesday at 7 p.m. It'll still be at 7. Yeah.
Ashley, do you feel included in this conversation?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. She asked, apparently because I went off on that thing, but we took turns, I think, or do I need to do better?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
just trying to get feedback from you because I really don't give a shit what Renee thinks. I just want to make sure that you feel heard in this conversation.
Yeah, no, we were having a conversation. It takes two of us. Okay. Nobody else is talking to us. It's just us.
I was just making sure that, because
sometimes
sometimes
lose my shit. I'm just trying not to lose my shit on whoever keeps calling my son's iPad because I'm about to go fucking break it.
Okay. Well,
on that note,
love you so much.
See y'all next Tuesday.
Hey, toodaloo. Okay, bye.